Yo, what's up, everyone? I just wanted to get this video to break down this actual sales letter, and we're going to read through it together, talk about why it's working, what my thoughts are about it, break it down, and see what can we learn from this sales letter. So yeah, you guys are just going to walk through me with my copy analyzing process. But first, which you guys should do as well, is I'm going to read through this entire sales letter without even worrying about analyzing. I'm literally going to read from right here all the way down to the end. And it's important that you read through it entirely at first before you even try making any changes, because you have no idea what exactly is being said until you read all the way through. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording because it's going to take me a couple minutes to read this, and I'll be right back. All right. I don't. All right, it is recording again. Sorry. So I went through, read the whole sales letter, and wow, like this sales letter is just so good. I get chills reading it, going through specifically the sections. Like the sections are just so good, and the bullets are so good. Anyway, let's get right into it. Let me break this shit down. Let's explain why this piece of copy is it just works so well. So first off, it was a mail letter. Keep in mind this was like a letter that you got in the mail, and you look at it and you see a dollar bill on it. And it was a real dollar bill, by the way. It was a real $1 bill. So everyone that looked at that was like, what? I want a dollar bill. And it might have just been printed on there, but I'm pretty sure it was a real dollar bill. Anyway, you see the letter, you open it, and everyone's wondering like, why did I get a dollar, right? And he immediately addresses the elephant in the room. And I think that's the most important part. So if you have some sort of attention grabber or a headline and you jump right into it, like don't try to warm up, try to say who are, address the elephant in the room, like address the headline. So his headline, as you can see, I've attached this nice crisp dollar bill to the letter. And why have I done this? Well, now he's giving you an explanation to what he's doing, making you trust him a little bit because he's just explaining what he's doing. You don't have to assume anymore. So he has something very important to tell you, and he wanted to make sure this letter would catch your attention. And secondly, since what he's writing you is about making a lot of money, he thought using a dollar bill as an eye catcher was especially appropriate. So let's break down these two, I'd call them basically bullets right here. Like every single line in this sales letter perfectly complements the line before. And that's like something you're going to realize a lot in sales letter is like almost every single line is perfectly placed right after the other. So he says, I have something very important to tell you. So he starts creating a fear and like curiosity, makes you want to know what is this important thing that you have to tell me, and he wants to make sure you know what it is. He like, it's important, whatever you're trying to tell you, you need to know about. And so it makes them so curious to keep reading the next line. And secondly, since what I'm writing about concerns ways you can make a lot of money, so right here he's immediately getting into their head. He's talking about their dreams, talking about the things that they want in life so that they can start to relate and be like, okay, this is something that I need to keep reading personally. So it's almost like a qualifier line, because let's say someone that didn't want to make money, didn't want to read this, they would just put the letter down. Anyway, keep reading. I thought using a dollar bill as an eye catcher was especially appropriate. I think this right here is just a good way to build a little bit of like personality inside of the writing. Here's what it's all about. A few days ago, you answered my ad in the Wall Street Journal. I'm sure you remembered the headline of the ad was Hot New Reports from Top Ad Expert Reveals 6 Amazing Secrets. Now, this is just letting them know why he's reaching out to them, giving them just more explanation, more trust. Like, hey, I'm someone you can listen to what I'm about to say. Like, I'm not just some cold caller, not some cold outreach. Like, not every single spam message is like me. This is different. I want to talk to you. And so then he moves on to, the ad then invited you to call for the more info on the following. This is where the copywriting is just insane. Like right here, if you guys can get good at bullets, and I'm going to break down exactly how I break down these bullets and how I would make my bullets as well. If you can, because that's what I'm going to call these bullets. If you can understand how to write bullets like this, that is one of the most powerful things in copywriting I've found, because it helps with headlines, it helps with titles, it helps with like book titles, it helps with YouTube. It's the biggest attention grabber. Bullets are such good attention grabbers. So we start off with, the ad invited you to call for more info on the following. How to, basically implying this is information to teach you how to do some sort of process. Not even how, say this is information to repeat a process. So how to get the exact name, address of every man, woman, and child who is ever likely to become one of your customers. So how to get the exact name and address. So right here, it's talking about what's something they want, tapping into the beliefs. What do I want? Well, I want to be able to reach my customers. I want to know who my customers are, every single one of them. I wish I could just personally contact them. Now, at this time, obviously there's not email, phone numbers. Like, that wasn't the most common way of contact. The most common way of contact was mail, sending mail. So if I could know the name of every person, I could be able to mail every person, I could have so many customers. I just have to know who I'm mailing to and what their name is. So that's why that bullet is so powerful. It goes into the mindset of the reader that if I just had these people that I could contact to, like, that were my customers, like, I know I could make money. And so that initial desire where he comes up here, that initial desire, that qualifying desire, that big dream outcome that they're coming after just gets more solidified with this. So when you put these bullets that reinforce that main idea, as well as make it so intriguing to go to that dream outcome, like they want to make more money, and it's so intriguing to have the exact name and address of every man, woman, and child who is ever likely to become one of your customers. Now, that's just the first bullet. There's still 5 more in just this section. Let's move on to the next one. How to mail up to 100,000 sales letters per week at no cost whatsoever, not even a postage. So again, he's teaching you a process of how to mail up to 100,000 sales letters. So this right here is some sort of problem or some sort of solution that they wish to reach, some sort of end goal that they're trying to reach. It's very similar to a dream outcome, but it's not the full overall dream outcome, but it is an example of something that they desire in life. It is one of their desires to be able to send up to 100,000 sales letters per week, and additionally with as little spend possible. And if you can compare where, like, say, hey, it's not even going to be like this. Hey, it's not even going to be like this is how we do it, and it's not using this and this. That's how you make it more intriguing, because some people will think that, 100,000 sales letter per week at no cost, you have to just pay it's just postage, right? Well, no, it's not with postage. We have a new secret strategy, you like hint at your unique mechanism by saying, no, it's not these things. It's something you don't know about. So now he's just making it more interesting and more interesting. Next bullet, how to get yourself or your product featured on cable TV. So a lot of these people right now, again, believe, how can I advertise to make more money if I'm a business owner? He's trying to, as you can see, like, the more he talks about are very business related things. So how can you get yourself or your product featured on cable TV? He's trying to tap into the beliefs. Well, what do they want? They want to get more customers. Well, they need to do advertising. Well, how can I advertise? By going on cable TV. So he's putting himself in the mindset of the reader, how to get yourself or your product featured on cable TV, and he's trying to make them understand that whatever they believe is just wrong right here, and get it and do it without spending a penny. That they believe that advertising takes money. That's what's stopping them from advertising on cable TV sometimes. He's in the mindset of his readers so well, and knows that if they didn't spend a penny on cable, like, they want to know how to do that. That goes against their current belief. That goes against their entire just awareness bubble. So next bullet, how to get as much money as you need to expand your business and get it without borrowing. This one almost literally the exact same as the one right before. So again, what's a problem? These bullets are just problem solving questions. So let's look how to get as much money as you need to expand your business. Well, what's a problem in their life? They want to get their business. They need money to scale that business. Now they think, what are my right now the best alternatives for me? What are my current beliefs? I need to go borrow it from a bank. I need to borrow it for someone. It's going to pay interest over time. That's why he completely goes against your current beliefs and tells you, listen, there's this new way to do it without what you believe. Every single line, he's just telling you how to solve one of your problems, how to drastically solve one of your problems without your current beliefs, So now let's keep going down. I'm not even going to go into the next bullet points because we've broken them down. Let's go. Okay. That's why I'm writing. I've assembled an information package. That's the unique mechanism. The information package, something that you don't have, and it's better when you use a name like package, system, mechanism, cohort, course, like a broad general term that you can explain that there's multiple things inside of this to set you up. It's not just one simple thing, you have all the assets you need. So I've assembled an information package that contains all of the information above, plus 10 more incredible secrets that can help you hype the growth of your business almost beyond belief. So what he does right here is he tells them that he's going to help them reach their desired transformation, reach their dream outcome by telling them 10 things they do not know. Basically, what he's been doing right here is highlighting a gap. Like from here to here is highlighting a gap that you do not have awareness to do all the things you want to grow. And there's this thing that's going to teach you everything and how to solve all these problems and be at the end without doing any of your common beliefs. So now that he's introduced that whole transformation, basically shown you, listen, this is what it could look like at the end. He's now going to explain exactly what he's talking about more. He's going to just keep making that gap bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So he's going to do this specifically by relating to you first. He wants to show you that he understands, he knows where the beginning of that transformation is. Because if you feel like, oh, I can't go from where I am now to what you just talked about, then the entire sales letter is pointless. So next, he goes into explaining how you can start off at the beginning of the transformation and reach the dream outcome just like him, because he did it himself. And so that's literally what's next. It's a personal story. It's a personal story to build up his credibility and to also make people relate. They need to relate to the problems that they're facing. He needs to show that he can relate to them. He also needs to show that these beliefs and their dream outcomes are obtainable. They can reach this. There's a really good book you guys can read called One Sentence Persuasion. Let me just double check that's the name. One Sentence Persuasion. Yeah, the One Sentence Persuasion course. That's the name of the book. Go check out that book. It's going to help you a little bit with customer awareness. So, one second. I'll be right back. Sorry, I got a phone call. I had to take it really quick. But back to what I was saying. Now he's just using his personal story, understanding the exact mindset that the reader is in, to explain that I understand the beginning point of this transformation, and because I can do it and you can relate to my message and I've been able to reach this dream outcome, I'm confident with the entire unique mechanism, which is that information package. If I give you that unique mechanism, you're going to be able to reach that transformation too. These people want that dream outcome. These people want that transformation, but there's current problems that they don't know how to solve. And that's what he was trying to emphasize, that I know how to solve these problems without your current beliefs. So read through, he just explains what he did. He explains his amazing transformation, which is fucking awesome because it goes from 0 to 7.3 million replies. Excuse me, but that's like an awesome transformation to talk about. Think about it. More than 7 people have wrote back to me, and every one of them sent a check made out to my wife, or else cash I could put in my pocket. And what was I selling? It doesn't matter. So this is where it's really important. After he's used that story to make you trust him a little bit more, relate to him, put a little bit credibility into what he's talking about, now he's going to start selling you a little bit again. You can see the magic was not in the product. It was in the letter. Do you have something to sell? Belief. Put yourself in the mindset of the reader. What's a question they're asking themselves? What's the problem? What can I sell? So do you have something to sell? If so, you can use the same crazy idea I used in my letter, which is his unique mechanism, is his crazy idea. It's this big thing that is like a secret process that you don't know and that he's going to convince to you. He's going to use it in his sales letter of his own to sell almost anything ever. Anything. That's he's telling you. You can sell literally anything you've got using this crazy idea, this little simple unique mechanism, this secret that you don't know. And I used it. I was able to sell 7 million people wrote back to me, and all of them came back with a check, and I was able to do this myself. So who needs the secret? This is where he starts qualifying who should actually know about this secret. A salesman who needs more leads. A housewife who's about to get a divorce and needs a way to make money. So now people that have read this far, if they can't relate to anything that he's about to say, they're going to stop reading. And this is where it's key with his sales letter. This is why his sales letter works so well to get every single response and get him paid so much, is because every single person that read this was the right person for him. He understood exactly how to qualify his leads, how to talk about what are situations in their life that I can make them relate to so that they can be like, okay, this is the solution I'm looking for. So problems for his dream clients that he can solve was the way he establishes. Are you a salesman who needs more leads? Are you a housewife about to get a divorce who needs a simple way to make a lot of money? Remember these bullets? Remember the bullets up here? Solving problems for his dream clients or target audience. Do you have a furniture store, restaurant, or a car dealership, hot dog stand, or some sort of other kind of establishment you like to see swamped with customers? So this is their dream outcome. This is what they want by solving that problem. So they want to see their store. He's asking them, are you a target audience? Do you have one of these characteristics? And do you want to see this dream outcome? Over here, he said, do you have one of these characteristics? You want to see dream outcome? Do you have one of these characteristics? Do you want to see dream outcome? Do you have one of these characteristics? Do you have one of these problems and you want to see this solution? Are you this type of person with this type of problem and want to see a solution? Exactly the type of question he's asking. And he just goes down the list, making sure every single person he asks is the right person. 1 sec. Sorry, I'm getting text and so it got me a little distracted, but let's go down to page 3. So after he does that, he tells you anything you like to sell, consulting services, products yourself. He basically at this point has almost qualified anyone that ever wants to sell anything. So if you don't want to sell, you're not reading this. And if you do want to sell something, you will read this. And if you want to sell something for the dream outcome, the biggest internal desire of making money, like he addressed at first, then they're obviously still reading. So if you've answered yes to any of the above questions, you should try my crazy letter idea. His unique mechanism, his secret to getting him his transformation that will help you solve his problems. He's convincing you this secret thing that I haven't told you about, but I feel like you feel like he's told you so much about because he's told you how many ways it can solve your problems and how many different ways it solved his problems, how it's going to help you. So he tells you, if you want this information package, it's called How to Make Maximum Money in Minimum Time. And this is a perfect headline. He just used this to tap into their brain and make them want it even more and more and more. How to reach your dream outcome with less effort. So if you guys don't know the value equation by Alex Hormozi talks about the dream outcome of someone, the perceived likelihood of an achievement. So it's the dream outcome. What is their dream outcome from this problem? What is their perceived likelihood of achievement in solving this problem? Now, if you look at the bottom of the value equation, it's the time delay times the effort and sacrifice. So what that means is at the top of the equation, you want the number to be as big as possible. So you want the biggest dream outcome and you want the biggest chance to prove that whatever we're talking about will make you solve this problem. And at the bottom, you want to make sure you're solving this problem with as little effort and as little time and as little sacrifice as possible. It would be perfect. Imagine you could click purchase and instantly you lost weight. That's a perfect dream. That's perfect value equation. That would be an amazing value to provide. And that's why things sell. So with this value equation, he's literally using the value equation to explain like why this is such a good offer, to make a good headline with a good offer to you, how to make maximum money in minimum time. People want, when you think of that value equation, when you think of things that make people act, like why does that make good offers? Because they want to do less work and get more result. So maximum money, minimum time, just it really taps into what these people want, what their beliefs, what their desires are. And again, him talking in their language, talking with their mindset, with their brain, it makes them feel like, oh my God, we're friends and I should trust every single thing that is on this page. It makes the reader trust, like, and know you. So let's keep going on. Listen, many years ago, I thought I wanted to be a salesman. I got myself a job. Again, he goes into another story just to build that personality with the reader. Make them believe that for that A transformation, I know what it's like to start out. I know exactly what it's like to start out. And by using this secret, I reached this transformation that you can reach too. And literally, that's exactly what he does. He goes and talks about how he gets 20,000 checks per day and how it would take 30 employees and how you just can't do this alone. But it was only because of his secret that this is all possible. And this is where the sales letter just got immensely better. So as you can see right here, he keeps talking about this big secret and some of the benefits. And right now he's about to go into each section, which will be one extra secret, it's going to be one extra secret that you'll learn in each section. And all of these have such a great headline for each of them and has such a great way of just writing about how to make you want that section and want to keep reading. Oh my gosh, let's break it down. So he talks about how his unique mechanism of the secret helps him with other unique mechanisms and qualifies people. It doesn't matter if you're this, or that. You can reach this transformation that My Secret did. And this is the outcome of My Secret. By the way, getting that many checks every day means you have to hire people. Here's what you'll learn in the other sections, though. And what I was trying to say is he made it so interesting because he just talked about everything he learned in just one section. Everything he just wrote about was just one section. So it makes it feel so much values in that one section. So now you have tied value, or what your expected value is, to one section. So now when he talks about the other sections, he doesn't have to go into much detail because you already have something to compare it to. Your expectation is there's going to be that much value to help you with the transformation. He just has to tell you the simple point A to point B at now and tell you why it's a good decision. So how to get a product to sell if you don't have one already, and how to get it from nothing. So what is their mind? What is the problem they want to solve? They have something they want to sell, and they might not even have one already. And right now it costs them to acquire things to sell. Like, it's hard to sell something. Like, they have to buy it. They just want to sell something. They want to get that money in. That's their dream outcome. So he taps into that again, and you're going to notice in every single section, that's exactly what he's doing. Just what are more problems in their life that I can tap into and like make them feel like I understand and help them solve and show them that transformation is possible. And all of these problems that he's solving are all problems that his offer solves. All of these problems his offer solves and his product solves, which is why he knows what the problems are. He's not just pulling random problems out of his butt. He's actually understanding what problems do my customers have that my offer solves. And when you are a copywriter and you know you can figure out those problems that an offer solves, you just have to position this offer as the vehicle that will help you transform from point A to point B. Hold up, I need some water. Let's go down now. By the way, I'm not going to break down every single section because it's going to be 10 sections. Starts to get a little repetitive, and I don't want to sit here for too long. We're already at a 22-minute video. You guys, I totally recommend you go through this. By the way, at this point, if you haven't already, go check out the Discord down below. I post a ton of free learning resources in there. We do weekly calls. You can sit here, talk to me. We'll review your copy, tell you what you need to do to get your first client. All right, back into it. Let's keep going. I wanted to read actually what he wrote under the section so you guys can understand, like, because he kind of repeats it. It's almost a template. Every single section from this point forward is actually repeating what is right here. So he says, many people believe that they have to pay a small fortune to tie up a product. So if you want to make some serious money, don't worry if you already have a product or service. So what he does in the first line is he's trying to break down your belief. You're not going to believe your eyes when you read this section. Why? The answer is simple. He's trying to break down your belief. Whatever you believe is wrong. Whatever you know is wrong. You see, because of my connections, I have a network of people who call me all the time. Do you have a good idea? Can you prove it? If so, there's a very good chance I can get you all the money you need without ever having to pay it back or ever having to pay interest. So, do you have a good idea? Can you prove it? If so, there's a very good chance. He's trying to break their belief without any interest to pay. Like, that just goes against what you know. Yes, that this is what you want. This is what you want. This is everything. You're relating to what I have to say, but break my belief. You might relate to me, but break my belief when I know it's wrong. And you know, because you've done the transformation and been in my shoes. That's why I can trust what you're going to say. So, how to get as much money as you need to roll out your project, get it without borrowing. Again, if you let's go to the bottom. You see, because of my connections, I have a network of people and these ideas. These people who call me have millions to invest, and they trust my judgment. As soon as you can read this section, you'll know how to prove your idea is good, how you can tap into my network of investors and get all the money you need. So this last line right here, he's talking about what are some dream outcomes. What are the benefits of solving this problem that will happen. He doesn't tell you how to solve the problem. He tells you what the problem is, some of the benefits of solving that problem, and that's what gets you so interested. That's what makes you feel like you have such a good understanding of what this product is, because you just have a good understanding of how it can help you with the transformation and some of the extra benefits, which is just selling you on this vehicle, on this unique mechanism that is this vehicle to help you transform. So again, goes through every single section like that. All right, we're going to get down to about use RCS to find your dream lover, section 14. But you guys literally see 15 sections. He just does this 16 sections over and over and over and over and over every single time, just adding more value, breaking down their beliefs, showing them like what you know is wrong, and I know the secret, and I can help you reach this dream outcome, and like here are all the dream outcomes I've done and all the benefits of solving these problems, and like just making them think, damn, I want these benefits too. Next, last section, he goes through and he goes, this section contains a surprise offer of a free gift I'd like to send you. Basically, some sort of incentive to make you act. And in my opinion, it is probably the most valuable gift anyone will ever send you, making it building so much FOMO, fear of missing out. He's creating FOMO here. He makes you want to know that this is one of the most valuable things ever. And this line right here is so good. By the way, I was once paid $2,500 for one of these. By tying a price tag to it, by tying a dollar value to it, you now look at whatever information he's about to explain to you or he's withholding from you as valuable as $2,500. So you look at it as very valuable information. You will probably do more than just you would on average trying to understand what it is, which is what makes people act. That is such a, if you can tie value to your vehicle, to whatever you're talking about, to your information, by proving other people have paid this much, people will want it even more and more and more, because they're like, damn, like 10,000, like I wonder what I could do with that $10,000 information. Anyway, after you've studied my material, you're going to want this item, and I think you're going to be overjoyed that I'm willing to send it to you and send it free. This is just a risk reversal. This is him at the end of his sales letter letting you know, like, hey, you're going to get something extra for free. Like, just know, like, I'm helping you out. I'm doing you a favor. You don't got to worry about anything. Like, I'm helping. Like, it's a good deal. That's it. You've read my complete description of the cash generating secrets that you will learn when you receive my material. This info has been used to generate tens of millions of dollars by several of hundreds of people who have consulted with me in person or else paid $6,250 to attend one of my seminars. Right now, he's building social proof, tying dollar values, showing you this works. This has helped so many other people with transformations, and it's worth so much value. And he did it right before the ask. And the simple ask is, however, if you receive all this information, you can receive all of this incredible information for only $295. So everything he told you, it costs $2,500. Some people pay $6,250, and tens of millions of people have made money doing this. And you're about to know the secret for just $300. It's a no-brainer offer. You have to find out what they're willing to invest. By creating that much value and by tying dollar values to what information you're talking about, you can make their willingness to invest even higher as well. If you can raise it to 10x, 20x what your actual price is, they're going to be like, what the fuck? Like, there's no reason I shouldn't get this right now. This is a no-brainer offer. So that is why it was so good in his sales letter. He went through, built up all this credibility, showed you all the benefits of solving all these problems, showed you all the problems he was going to sign using amazing bullets. And now he comes down and tells you, listen, this transformation, I've helped 100 people do it. It's literally going to cost you this much. And in reality, it's costed everyone else this much. And in reality, you can get it right now for a steal. Everyone's gonna want to act. It's proven to get me my transformation, and it's only 1/10 of what everyone else had to sacrifice. Why wouldn't I? Is that a lot of money? Well, if you think it is, if you think of my material as nothing more than paper, ink, and plastic, it will be. I didn't read that right, but I'm just rephrasing. My package contains 2 sets of cassette tapes. So right now he's breaking down their beliefs and showing them that it has a lot of value. 2 sets of cassette tapes. There are 6 tapes in one binder and 12 in the other, and 6 written reports that are attractively printed and bound. I'll tell you this. Basically, he's trying to say here, like, this is not like any of other products that you understand. Drawing comparisons to other products and telling them why his product is better. So this is amazing as well. Also doing this at the end, right when he's asking as well. Unless you are brain dead and lazy beyond belief, this info will make your cash flow explode. This is basically a qualifying line. This is a guarantee right here. Unless if you can't do these simple actions, or if you can't if you just keep doing this simple bad action, you will not reach dream outcome. Or if you just do these actions, you will reach dream outcome. He's basically showing you a guarantee. And so his way of doing it was a negative positive. So unless you're brain dead or lazy or beyond belief, this will make your cash flow explode. Negative hooks are common. People love negative hooks. It taps into human psychology. It just makes you think like, oh shit, like anyone can do it. I'll tell you a curious story. Again, making you build trust with him by showing you his transformations himself. And in fact, this story right here, the way he did it so well, the way he talks and uses personal stories to build trust and credibility and authority and get people to know, like, and trust him. This story right here goes, I asked to put this ad in the Wall Street Journal and they didn't believe me. My claim of how to mail 100,000 letters per week at no cost whatsoever seemed like a scam, not with postage. But it wasn't until I sent them my information package, my secret vehicle that I'm selling to you right now for just 1/10 the price, is what he's basically saying, because he didn't say that 1/10 the price that I'm selling to you. That's just what he's implying. That after they went through it, they realized his ad was true and they let him run his ad, and that is such good credibility right there. And that makes you oh my gosh. I like now if I don't act, I'm just losing all of the secrets I need to know. And that's why this copy was so good, because he knew the mindset of exactly who he was writing to. He knew exactly how to make it personal. He knew exactly what problems they wanted to solve. And he knew he had the transformations himself to relate. He had the hero character. So this sales letter was fucking amazing. It was so good. It was so good. Like, what you can learn from this sales letter is that if you can relate to your audience, if you can talk about transformation stories that they are trying to go through, and that you've been at their same point A and you reached point B, and all the problems that you face that they're currently facing right now, and you have all the solutions for, and you have this big secret that you don't tell them, but instead you just tell them all the benefits of solving those problems and what that did to your life and how that helped you reach your dream outcome, you're gonna sell. That's literally the secret to the sales letter. That's what I found. That's the pattern I find in every other sales letter, video sales letters, everything. Break down this sales letter. If I were you, go through it, read it by yourself, understand why it worked, just like I did. Try to see what were the things that he didn't copy. And again, if you guys have a hard time analyzing, read Cash Advertising, read One Sentence Persuasion course, read Influence. You guys just need to start reading more copywriting books. Human psychology books as well can help, but I don't have any recommendations. Yeah, that's it. Just keep analyzing, keep practice. Let's go through swipe.co. Swipe.co has a bunch of copy for you to go through. You can understand these sales letters, and you can take everything that I just talked about, everything that I talked about. I will now apply into my sales letters, my video sales letters. Not only that, into any of my copy, because I see what were the mechanisms that he used to get people so interested in what he was doing in his entire sales letter and his entire just marketing strategy in general. So that's the famous dollar letter by Gary Halbert. That's us breaking down one of the best sales letters of all time. Hope this helped you, honestly, become a better copywriter. Again, I'm trying to do more Discord calls. If you want help just making better copy, getting your first paid client, just writing copy faster, or just getting better at copywriting in general and help with your copywriting journey, hop in the Discord below. Trying to figure out when we can do a weekly call where I just sit here and help you guys out with any of the problems you have. Completely free. You don't got to worry about nothing. Just join the Discord. Drop what time zone you're in. Drop what time works for you. I'm trying to do something. Well, my goals are to do like Wednesdays and Fridays. So if that works for you guys, let me know in the Discord. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. And yeah, that's the one of the best sales letters of all time. I'm going to try to make more videos like this so we can better understand copy and break it down together. But yeah, go through swipe.co, join the Discord. I'll see you boys another day.